Growing up, when Thomas DiNapoli saw something wrong, he worked to fix it. He first got a taste for local government at an early age.
I didn't like some of the things that were going on, and I said maybe we could start changing the world by making our school district better.
He made history during his senior year in high school.
With a bunch of my friends, we got the petitions filled out, knocked on doors, and kind of surprised everybody. I was elected the first week of May, graduated the last week of June, and was sworn in on July 1st. So I was the first 18-year-old elected to anything in New York State.
The experience launched him into a career dedicated to serving the public, leading him on a journey toward the position he holds today, New York State Comptroller, blazing a trail to yet another historic achievement.
I'm proud that, I'm the first Italian-American to serve as New York State Comptroller. This office was created in 1797. It wasn't until I became Comptroller in 2007 that an Italian-American ended up in this position.
He credits a combination of his Italian-American upbringing and a public school education for his success.
I'm a Long Island native, born and raised, went to public school there, Mineola High School and Hofstra University. Got my master's going to school at night here in New York City. Education is very important to promoting a positive image for the Italian-American community.
To this day, when he sees something wrong, he tries to fix it. His favorite part of the job now is helping New Yorkers cash in on money they didn't even know they had.
Unclaimed funds, the most fun part of what we do. So after a certain period of time, these monies are declared abandoned property, where we try to find the rightful owners. We're returning about $1.5 million a day.
He believes his family and humility continue to keep him grounded.
I just have one brother, but 17 first cousins growing up, family connection. Religion, faith was very important to my grandparents. That influence of working hard, playing by the rules, family first, and especially my mother. Don't get a big head. Whatever success you have, if you worked hard for it, just appreciate that you had the opportunity. Don't think you're better than anybody else.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the 2023 CCF Gala Honoree, New York State Comptroller Thomas B. DiNapoli.
Oh, what a beautiful evening. Thank you all. Give it up again for Maria doing a great job as our MC. My thanks to the Columbus Citizen Foundation for this most special honor. I am truly humbled. Congratulations to this year's Parade Grand Marshal, the dynamic Beth Peretta, she promises no rain, and to my fellow honorees, the distinguished former Chief Judge of New York, Janet DiFiore, my good friend Don DiCarlo, and humanitarian father Zach Prasuti. Give them all a round of applause. I commend the Columbus Citizen Foundation, President Chris Laicano, the officers and board, your dedicated executive director, Lisa Ackerman, and her team for your extraordinary efforts to celebrate Italian-American heritage and create opportunities for the next generation with the scholarship program. And I'd like to add a special word of appreciation to a great man, Angelo Vivolo, for all that he continues to do for the foundation and for his tireless work to preserve the commemoration of Columbus Day. Thank you, Angelo. You're our hero. This honor is not so much about me. Rather, it's about the fulfillment of the hopes, values, faith, and dreams that were brought by my great-grandparents and grandparents when they made that voyage from southern Italy across the Atlantic, just like Christopher Columbus did many years before. It's about the pride in being an American of Italian descent that my parents instilled in me and my brother growing up on Long Island. Now, my grandparents and parents are gone, but I'm delighted that I can share this evening with my brother James, his wife Rachel, my cousin Tom is there. Give them, representing my family, a round of applause. Yes, as was mentioned in the video, I'm proud to be the first Italian-American to be elected New York State Comptroller. And I just want to, yeah, you could applaud that. I just want to mention something in 2010 when I stood for election for the first time statewide and was sworn in shortly after that election. I reflected at the inauguration ceremony that I was thinking about my paternal grandfather, who I'm named for. He was born in a little town called Paduli outside of Benevento, came to this country, and there's somebody from Benevento here, came to this country as a child. They lived in Brooklyn. He was a barber by trade and went to fight for the US over in France in World War I, came back, married my grandmother. They moved out to Long Island and started a family. He died, he was about 38 years old. He's the one grandparent I never knew. But I reflected when I was sworn in that I carry his name. And I reflected that day, what would my immigrant grandfather think about his grandson carrying his name, being on a ballot in New York State, millions of people voting. And I reflect, they weren't necessarily just voting for this Tom DiNapoli. They were also voting for Tommaso Pellegrino DiNapoli. That was his name. I got the anglicized version of the name, but I'm very, very proud to carry that name. I recognize that all that I am comes from what was given to me, from those who came before me. I dedicate this honor this evening to their memory. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing all of you at the parade.